So this is great. I have like one of my very truer best buddies, truest friend. And she's all the way here from Miami. She's, so I'm having one of those fat days,
Oh my God, can I tell you about my fat day?
Yes.
I bought a Spanx today. I went to this shop in Southport and I bought Spanx. I'm like, and as soon as I put them on, I'm like, I'm taking that off.
Can you breathe in those things? They're like a modern day corset, right?
I mean, they're really uncomfortable. They're not my shit.
I've seen a couple, like, they've been cleaning the bathroom before. I've been like, the cleaning lady's like, oh, there was like 3 things of Spanx in there because, the girls are probably up here. They're like dancing. They're like having a blast. They're like, okay, fuck this. I'm over this damn thing. I can breathe now.
I was like, how am I going to live my life with these on tonight?
So for right now, because I know we've got the Vouv on ice. Vouv, however you want to say it. So just, I do have some water here myself. So by my God, I forgot to change my shirt. So in my defense, we did have a remote podcast earlier with a gentleman from New Jersey, and he's a medium. Okay. Have you ever seen a medium or psychic?
I've never seen a medium. Does this have to stay right there?
You can just put it. Ask him. He's the boss.
Can I move it to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right?
You want it as close to your lips as
Microphone
possible.
check 1 2. Sorry. Sorry.
Microphone check. My God. So I'm gonna. So anyway, all right. So while I'm opening the champagne, I'd like for you to tell the audience a little about yourself, your background. We can go into all that while I open this, but just talk about where are you from? Where you born? Where were your peeps? Just tell us about Tina.
Well, I'm originally from Philadelphia, but I don't claim it. I've lived in North Carolina for the majority of my adult life. I spent some time in Mexico, Belize, the British Virgin Islands.
She's been married a couple times.
A few times. And I've lived in North Carolina for the majority of my life, and I moved to Miami Beach about five years ago. And I love it there,
Well, we know you love it there because you moved there. Me and Leslie went and visited. We had the best time ever.
Oh, my God.
And, yes, she also lived in his penthouse suite in Miami, which was amazing.
It was beautiful.
We had a fucking blast.
We partied like rock stars.
As always.
As per the course.
One. So, I figured we use the little classy glasses for these, and then we'll break out the really big mama jammers for the good stuff here.
Thank you, Pam. So anyway, that's...
You met Tyler.
Hi.
He helps keep this thing going.
Nice.
Tyler, would you like a little Prosecco?
I'm good.
You're good?
So anyway, I moved to Miami about 5 years ago, and I started my own business. And I tried to move back home to North Carolina, which is where I call home. I tried to move back home, and I'm like, not for me anymore. It's not my shtick. Yeah, I was like here for like 10 minutes. And I'm like, bye. I gotta go back.
Tell me about you had a serendipity moment. You were like Walmart or something.
Oh my God, I was in Walmart and I'm like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anyone, but I was in Walmart and I'm looking around. I'm like, these are no longer my people.
Yeah.
And I felt like I didn't fit in anymore. I felt like I had too much to offer the area.
Exactly, and I think it is a special area. You've been there your whole life. So at some point, you're like, okay, been there, done that, checked it off. You can always visit. And so which kind of brings us into how we know each other is...
Cheers.
Cheers.
Love you, Pam.
Love you. I love you very much. So my very, very first job was at Provision Company. And if you're local or you're familiar with this area, Provision Company is a huge staple. It is a major yum place you have to stop at. Anytime, not just if you're in southeastern North Carolina. If you're in Southport especially, you have to eat there. So I worked there when I was 15 years old.
Oh my God.
That was
Holy shit.
I don't even know.
Oh my God.
I can't even add and subtract them numbers anymore. Because I don't 43 minus what? 15?
that's
a long time.
That's a long time.
28 years ago. Oh my God.
Holy. I was on my way here. I'm like, how long have we known each other? I'm like, I'm not even going to do the math. We've known each other for 28 years.
Oh, wow, that's pretty awesome. So her mom, I have to always say, and I think I've told her once when because I don't get to see Maria that much because when she's in Southport, she's in Southport. When she's not in Southport, she's not in Southport.
Yeah.
So she cracks me up. I mean, she definitely instilled such a strong work ethic into me, and I have to thank her for that majorly. And I really, like, I'm getting chills because it's such a true story. I mean, she was like a drill sergeant, and anybody that has worked there or still does knows you do not fuck with Maria, ever. It's just like rule number one in anybody's life story. It should just be like rule number one: don't fuck with Maria.
Yep.
So she was literally like, you got time to lean, you got time to clean.
Oh my God.
There was no way. And my biggest like thing I used to crack up about was like, if you were late or you were gonna quit or you had a new job or whatever, you got thrown in that fucking basin. Like the end of your shift, you were getting the old heave hoer right there in the water.
Yep.
Back then you'd get in trouble. Or nowadays you'd get in, people can't handle that kind of fun because everything's so sensitive. Uptight, sensitive, you know. But yeah, so if you were, I think if it was your last day, was that sort of what it was?
That was the thing. If it was your last day, you're going in the yacht base and come hell or high water. You're getting tossed in, full tire. And I don't think cell phones were a thing back then, but keys. There's also thrown in there with a bag full of cocaine.
Oh, gosh.
You know?
Beep.
Sorry. I didn't realize. I didn't realize.
We'll just blate the name out.
Sorry.
We'll just beep the name out.
Sorry.
Yeah, so sorry for that.
Sorry.
It happens. But anyway, so Tina and I go way back, which is amazing. We have a lot of stories to talk about, but I mean, we could go into some fun things. We can go into some serious things, but all in all, we have always made a consistent friendship.
Yeah.
And 28 years, I mean, yes, we've had some ups and downs, but you know, we've gone and you've married
twice. My first husband died, so he doesn't really count.
God bless Alejandro. He was an amazing person.
He was.
I was very blessed to have been able to have met him and spent some time with him, and God rest in peace, bless his soul. And then Alex,
my son's father.
Yes, your son. She has a son.
I have a son. He's 16. He's amazing, super smart, super kind.
He's going to be a supermodel. Everybody.
He's looking at Ivy League schools to go to.
So he's super smart.
Yeah, he's
very
smart
genius kid.
And he's kind. You know, he's a good egg.
He gets it from his grandmother.
He does not. I take credit for that kid.
Just kidding.
No, but it did take a village in order to raise him.
You know, nowadays with divorce, and it's, I don't know. I think for me, I'd be like, okay, shit, I get two of everything now. Kids be like, oh, I want my parents to stay together. I'm like, why?
Why?
What happened? I'm like, I get 2 Christmases, I get 2 birthdays, I get a stepmom, a stepdad. I get this whole anyway. That's I guess it could be a touchy subject for some people, but for me,
not for me.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? My mom was married 3 times.
My mom was also married 3 times.
I can't even keep up with any of my family anymore. I don't know who's related. We're gonna have to start doing Ancestry.com or whatever the hell is out there to make sure we are all. I know me and Josh are. I know we are biologically have the same parents, but it was 13 months, and I'm like, Mom, 13 months. Okay, it's not really common. But close.
It happens. It happens.
They
what
were
are
really
they called?
horny
Like
for each other,
Irish
I guess,
twins or something like that? Or
Irish twins.
What are they called?
Portuguese twins, I guess.
Irish twins.
So, we were Portuguese. Irish. I mean, we drink like Irish. So anyway, I'm just happy to have you on today. And so Miami. So what a journey. I mean, so this is still kind of cracks me up a little bit because you were like, oh, I'm ready to go home. And you're getting that I miss the family part of your life again. Because we're both single.
Yep.
You have a child.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to
being
cheers
single.
to happily single
yes,
is what I call
sir.
it.
Absolutely.
Happily single.
By
And
choice.
one of my buddies, he is recently happily single. And you know what? Just get over it. Move on. I know it sounds easier, said than done. But you know what? Fucking there are a billion people on this planet.
Yep.
What are you going to do? Get wrapped up over this one? Do you realize things run their course?
Yep.
And I guess things run their course with me in literally, I don't know, half an hour. It's pretty quick. As soon as I know your last name, I'm like, get out of here.
Yep.
I'm good.
Bye.
No, I'm kidding. But go ahead.
No, so you were asking me about Miami and how I thought I was going to come home. I'm like, so I came home. I rented a little cottage in Southport. I moved, but here's the thing. I knew that I wasn't going to be here full time because I rented a storage unit at Miami Beach.
So you were just
it was like in the back. It was like in the back of my mind that I wasn't.
It might not work out so well.
Absolutely not. So I created a business, a Montessori home tutoring company.
Which we want to go into that very heavily because I want people. I want people to be able to know. All right, so your work profession.
Am I looking at you? Where am I looking? Or where?
Look at me.
Who's okay?
Yeah, or
Okay.
me, or wherever.
Okay.
So you're a Montessori school teacher.
I was
Was.
for 13 years.
Privately, for Montessori
for
school.
Montessori schools. And
you really seem like that's something you really have a passion for.
I love what I do. I'm very, very passionate about it, and I'm really, really good at it. And there's very few people that get to wake up in the morning and say, "Oh my gosh, I love what I'm doing." When I was working in a classroom, not so much, because I've got an entrepreneurial spirit, and I don't like working for people. So I created my own business, and it's touch wood. Where's some wood?
Everywhere, the whole place, right there, right here.
Touch wood. It's been very, very successful.
So what are your plans moving forward with Montessori? Do you want to start your own school?
No. I like my tutoring company. It's mobile, so basically I drive to families' homes, and I work with their child for an hour, and then I move on to the next family. And I've built up a very exclusive clientele, like very exclusive
And
clientele.
that's the way, especially being in Miami, because there's so much money down there.
Yeah.
I mean, not that there isn't here, but as far as for what you're trying to achieve there, and if you want that quality, not quantity situation,
Exactly.
where you're like, okay, I can have, like I say up here all the time, like to the bartenders. I mean, we might have a night where we have 6, 12, 15 people, and they make just as much money as they did if we have over the course of the night 60,
Exactly.
70, 80 people. It's just the quality. It
versus
really is,
quantity. It
because
is.
you get one baller, you get one guy or one lady that's very, very generous and
Mm-hmm.
has been in those shoes or has been able to relate. Just like me, I started as a waiter for your mother.
Yep.
I mean, I was slinging shrimp.
Yep, me too.
Getting yelled at and screamed at every time. 2 seconds.
and hauling ass through the park lot
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah. Oh my
my God.
She wanted to kill me that day.
oh my God.
So Tina and I have had some stories I could tell you
Yep.
for sure. A couple of them we will not speak.
we
on
will
camera.
not speak. We will
But,
that
yeah.
will not be
But no,
public ever.
it's hysterical because you build relationships and we have such a good friendship, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what this podcast was based off of. And Tyler and I were talking earlier. It's like keeping it local, like keeping the
Yeah.
people that can come and go and appreciate Wilmington for what it is, and it's growing like a weed. I mean, you were
is.
like, what
I'm like,
what bridge? Where are we at? Like
what's going on with the traffic?
going on?
I mean, it literally took me 30 minutes from
Leland.
Leland to here. I'm like, what?
It was supposed to be the opposite of that. It was supposed to be the whole idea was to make it shorter by building all these highways, and they're doing it. I think when it all comes together, I think the DOT they are doing what they can. They're doing a good job. I mean,
Right.
people don't know the amount of effort and work and money that goes. I mean, they can say, "Oh, the roads are bad. The roads are bad." Our roads are not that bad.
No, they're really
not.
not. They're really not.
They're actually trying to preserve the cobblestone roads that we still have from history.
Yep.
And yeah, Wilmington's awesome, and I'm glad that you can still come and visit. And you've got a cute little pooch.
Oh
Tell
my
us about
God.
Marley for you dog
Oh my
lovers
God.
out there.
Marley is a Cavapoo. He's 3 years old, and a Cavapoo is a King Cavalier
That is
Charles.
your child.
King Cavalier Charles and a poodle mix. He's compact. He goes everywhere with me. He went with me to Europe when I first got him, and he
Barcelona,
travels.
right?
Yeah, he went to. Actually, it was the Canary Islands. So we flew into Barcelona.
Oh, the Canary Islands. That's where Princess Diana used to love going over there.
So we flew into Barcelona, and then we took Marley to the Canary Islands with us.
Gosh, I know. I was tempted to bring Rex tonight, but I didn't know if we bring Marley, and he's just Rex thinks this is it is his really.
Yeah, it is his. Like, let's be real.
He's like he was
Let's
here
be
all
real.
day anyway. So
Anyway, that's Marley. He travels with me everywhere, and he's my sidekick.
he is your little sidekick.
Yeah,
We all need a sidekick. So anyway, well, thanks for bringing some champagne. We're gonna pop that later.
You're welcome. My
And
pleasure.
so what else do you want to get into? Like, what are you feeling? What are you thinking? You haven't been to the Penthouse in a long time.
I think,
been
well,
a
I'd
minute.
like to talk a little bit about I'd like to give you accolades because I'm super proud of you, Jesse.
Thank you.
You and I both come from very humble beginnings, and the fact that we are, number one, alive to talk about it, and number two, the fact that we're able to use our gifts that we have and like spread the love. I think that's fabulous, and you should be patting yourself on the back every damn day, Jesse.
Thank you.
Hi,
I'm
Pammy.
very, very.
I love
very
you,
kind of-
Pammy.
I love you too. So she calls me Pam, Pammy. I have this. We've got this nickname. I warned Tyler about this earlier. I was like, well, she's gonna probably walk in and say Pam, Pammy, Pam. It's been my nickname for a long time, and it's pretty funny because we have our own. You have like friend language. It's all the inside jokes. It's like you're not going to get all of them, but you might get some of them. But so Pamela Anderson, she was having her breasts not played with, you know. Not played with. They were getting enlarged.
Mine?
And yeah. And then the
Played
second
with.
time.
I mean,
third time.
that'd be awesome. If someone's playing with my boobs. Like, no, I get zero action on the boobs. Is there anyone out there? No, just kidding.
Yes, everybody needs more boob action. I mean, who doesn't love good boobs? I mean,
so I got my boobs done. Go ahead. Twice.
Okay, and about the same time she was getting her boobs done, I was hanging out with Pamela Anderson, and I want to give her some props because that woman is all natural now. She's really owning it. Mm-hmm. You kind of look like her right now. It's freaking me out. You kind of do. But she's gone like really, she's taken this, and Pamela Anderson, cheers to my mic. Cheers to the mic. But I'm proud of her for really stepping out there and just being like all natural. She's like, I'm not wearing no makeup. I'm just going to be me. Mm-hmm. I mean, she was on the cover of Vogue and Bazaar, and Harper's Bazaar. I mean, just because she was being natural. Mm-hmm. And at some point, yeah, we do play around with the Botox and the fillers and all that. Hell, I'm 43 years old. You're like, 503?
I'm like 195.
Yeah.
I've preserved well.
I'm just a little younger than her. So in vampire years. But so, yeah, we've had a big shout out to Glow Med Spa for coming on here early on. And Jacqueline and Jamie and everybody over there, Julie. I'm so blessed to have them keep me in check.
When I'm in town, they do my Botox too.
Hey, not mad about it.
Glow Med Spa.
But I've got another girl coming on very soon that I'm close friends with, Lisa Ritchie, and she just opened up a new place. It's more of a boutique-y style place where you can go and have your updos or whatever. And I haven't. It's more like it's like almost like my hairdressers because I book these appointments because not only do I know a lot of good, wonderful people in town, but I get to spend a little bit of time with them.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, Victoria cuts my hair from Panache most of the time. Hunter from Bangs, love him. Seth's over at Ward. And they, my hair hopefully is going to keep growing. Knock on wood again.
Knock on wood.
But, same with my massage people and my people that give me facials. And
it's called maintenance. So it's called maintenance.
So, yeah. So it is.
It's called upkeep.
But I'm what I'm saying is that I'm not just like, I'm dead set on this one person.
Right.
Because I want to actually spend a little, it's more to, hopefully you're not going to fuck my face up or buzz my hair by accident in the wrong place.
Cruella.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. Have you ever had anything like wax or
Have I had anything waxed? Of course I have things waxed. I've had, what was it called? The crease?
Oh,
is that it? Is that our buzzword? I mean, I've had everything waxed. Of course I have.
It's the most painful thing
ever. Oh my God,
Oh
no, thank you. It is like I feel like I want to poke her eyes out with like a sharp object, and I think I cuss at her every time. I'm like, you son of a bitch, it gets me because you're not expecting it. You're prepping yourself. You're like, oh my God, it's gonna be okay. But every time she gets there, you're like, oh, I want to choke you out, you heifer! I swear to God, it is not comfortable at all.
You've seen that Wanda Sykes? Oh God, just Google Wanda Sykes waxing. You will piss on yourself because you only know unless you have had it done.
It is not pleasant at all.
Holy shit!
And you can put all the lotion on it all day, but it's just like
pat it.
Yep. It's like it is the most uncomfortable feeling in the world. But I've yet to get lasered. I think laser is a good alternative to waxing. Have you had laser?
Well, now they have these. Yes, but now they have these ones that
where do you get your laser?
They're painless.
Where do you get your laser?
Oh wow. What was I going to say? I'm trying to collect myself really quick.
Sorry.
Ooh. Wow.
Where do you get your laser, Jesse?
Sorry. Oh my God, Dad.
I'm sorry.
Okay, but waxing is a touchy situation. I mean, you hear that girl. It's like she said when she rips it when they
oh
they
my
pat
God.
it a little bit,
It is
and
not.
it's about to happen,
And it's just like.
and you just fucking black out. Like you just like
It's like.
Not a pain that should be allowed. Like, I think it was worse than a tattoo. I mean, and even
You
tattoo
think?
removal.
Oh yeah.
I mean, have you had any tattoos?
I have 6.
Of course you
seven.
do.
I have 7.
We all have our little horse stamps. I call them sometimes.
I don't have a tramp stamp. Do you have a tramp stamp?
Of course I do. You know that. It's been there for. Let's not go there again. Minus 18, minus 43. No, that's what you call a teenage mistake.
Yes.
Yes. There are some regrets. That one back there might be one of them.
One of them?
Yeah. It doesn't bother me because I can't really see it unless I
Yeah.
look at a mirror. And I think I've mentioned this before in a podcast. Like, we go to these beautiful hotels and these nice pools. And, now I'm 43 and I'm supposed to be like, carry myself a certain way. And I walk across that pool with that damn tattoo on my back. They're like,
I know you. I know
that one's
you.
got a pass. I can tell you right now.
I know you.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna let you just speak some more.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab the other champagne because we can't waste it.
Tell
us. You know what I would say. What is
Yes.
so Tyler, if you were going to interview us right now, what would you be a good question? Just us being good friends and knowing all the secrets and the skeletons we have in our closets. Actually, there's not that many. I mean,
No,
we're not
there's
bad
not.
people.
We're not bad people.
At least
We
everything
just-
we do is
we
out
just-
there.
we
Here we
just-
are.
We
You
just
get-
lived our life to the fullest,
Yeah.
That's
When you were saying, like, and you weren't harping on Walmart or anything or Southport. It was
No,
just
not
like,
at all.
You just been there, done that. You lived there. And you even made an effort, a strong effort. I was asking him earlier. He's like, every time I said, you've ever been to a provision company? He's like, no. I'm like, what?
What?
Same
Like-
thing. He's like, every time I'm out here, it's because I'm like in a rush for work. Like I don't get to actually enjoy it. So a lot of people don't. Maybe that's what Southport really likes, though. They like people just to kind of come and go.
Yeah, I mean,
Not stay too long.
That's potential.
Yeah.
That's potential.
I'll get the champagne.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So, should we talk about Southport? Do you want to talk about? I want to talk about. I want to talk about how much I love Miami Beach. That's what I want to talk about.
Miami Beach.
I really want to talk about it.
Tell people what you love the most about Miami Beach. Actually, the best thing would be because we just did a restaurant podcast that's coming out next week. Talk about some of your favorite restaurants, why they're your favorite. How about just your top 2 or 3?
Oh my God! All right, so there's one called Casadonna, and it's a new Italian restaurant, and it's on Biscayne Boulevard, and it is to die for. The venue is outstanding. It's right on the bay. It's right on the it's right by the marina, so you have a beautiful view. Then you have outside seating, and it's just over the top. I mean, every restaurant
Over the top, just like
yeah,
Tina.
That's how I roll. So it's just beautiful. The venue outside, it's got a gorgeous bar outside. There's beautiful seating. Then you have it inside as well, and then there's
Is that one of the places you, me, and Leslie went to?
no, and that was Juvia. That's also one of my top.
Juvia. That was fun. That was on the top.
Yeah,
Overlooking all the ocean.
that's a beautiful
I
venue.
love Miami.
I know. Who
I
doesn't love Miami?
fucked up and moved to Fort Lauderdale like you know what I mean. It was a dumb idea, and at the time it sounded like a great idea because I was with one of my very best friends who I'm still very close with, and she lives in Raleigh. Liz, remember Liz?
I remember Liz.
So yeah, her mom listens to the podcast. So big shout out to Kitty if you're listening. But Kitty Burlington,
Hi,
you're
Kitty.
the bomb. Miss you. But so yeah, Fort Lauderdale was one of our it's one of those things that happen in your life at the time are not funny, but down the road they seem to be hysterical. So anyway, go ahead. What's your second favorite
So
place?
Casadonna
You've
is
never been to Miami. Where the hell do you need to go? If you were to say right now, get on the jet, go.
Casadonna is definitely my top one, and then where's another one? God, there's so many. There's so many.
Casadonna?
Casadonna. There are, and it's it's in Edgewater, which is
Okay.
it's a very up and coming restaurant venue. Where's another one? There's so many.
Gosh, I went to West
Stone
Palm
Crab.
for Laura's 40th
Joe's
birthday.
Stone
That was
Crab.
the last. Joe's Stone Crab.
Joe's Stone Crab, which is off of South of Fifth.
Because
It's
you had
like-
the
it's
bomb ass
iconic.
view from your last apartment. But then you sent me those videos of your new place, and
Oh my God!
it seemed so quiet and cozy.
It's a
All
lot
the
different.
lighting
It's a
was
lot different.
soft.
So I live off of Meridian, and they have live oaks that are lit up at night, and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And I live right across the street from a park, Flamingo Park, so I can take Marley out in between my clients, and he's not inside the apartment all day. But I live in an Art Deco condo, and it's just so Miami Beach. Where I was before, it was like a high rise, and you had to take an elevator. You have wood.
It's a whole thing. Like with where I live now, it's like elevator down, walk, dog park. It's like I bitch about it constantly. It's like, I mean, I've lived there for almost a year, and I'm still debating whether, I mean, I'm about to have to make another big decision on where I'm going to go in Wilmington, because Tyler Yaw from Whiskey and Wisdom was on here, and he lives out in Leland, and he loves it, and he thinks it's great. And I grew up in Winnebago, and everybody knows that. Same like you said about Philadelphia. Like, I wasn't born here, but I basically was raised here, and it's all I really knew. But it's a big decision, because living in Wilmington, it's like today was so chaotic that me living close helped so much.
It does.
Because if I had to drive across town, it would be just a nightmare. And it's tough, and having a dog and all this other stuff, and just downtown with getting things up here, and it just things. I'm like, okay, am I making a mistake by moving out of there? And I've already talked to the girl about getting maybe a better unit, but they're building all these new places everywhere. I'm like, maybe I want to try somewhere else. It's like this. If I'm gonna have to walk them and all this, I might as well.
Why don't you get like a lower floor? Like,
that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah,
a first floor.
Because it makes it so much easier if you have a dog that you have to take care of. If you get a lower floor, it's not such the investment taking the elevator all the way down. Sometimes the elevator's not working. Sometimes the elevator's jammed. So I decided that I'm going to live in a second story. So I just walk my happy ass down the steps with Marley.
Walk them up and down the stairs.
And that's it.
Well, I want to give a shout out to your mother especially, because like I said, she really has instilled such a work ethic in me that I definitely, it's been vital. And it's given me a lot of motivation, drive, ambition to rule the world.
Yeah, me too.
And
me
cheers
too,
now, cheers to that.
Yeah, anyone that's worked for my mom has always said the same thing, that she's instilled such a strong work ethic that it's, you can't replace my mom's work ethic. The booth.
Should we wait till after?
No, hell no.
All right.
Let's crack it.
So anyway, well, this has been great. We'll probably end on this note. Is there anything else you'd like to address, talk about, give some shout outs to? Follow, give people your Instagram.
Okay, my Instagram is Beautiful Tree Montessori Sobe. And my webpage is www.beautifultreemontessori.com. And I'm so grateful to have this time with you, and I love you, and thank you for having me. I'm so proud of you, Pammy. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. We're trying to. I got a lot of help, and I do right now. I've got a good team. I've got it really does take a good structured team of people to deal with my shit, because I'm crazy. I'm all over the place. Everybody knows it. I'm not denying it. Adding a podcast to the mess was just more like, okay, this is just going to be me, candid, me, my friends, and just to be, it has a chance for you to be you on camera, and I love you. And so, cheers, baby girl.
Cheers.
Here, so I brought out the fancier ones.
All right. Well, I'm going to put down.
You can't mix the boo with that.
And I'm going to get the boo.
There you go. So Kimbra, my best friend Kimbra, you know Kimbra.
Yes, I do. So Thank you.
Kimbra's the one that gave me the chandelier when I got the place. She was renovating her house.
That one?
In Landfall, yep. And so look what you're drinking out of.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that wild?
I love it.
So I only break these out for special occasions. So she gave me that because, she thought it would look good here, and it's still there, thank God. Nobody's broke it. Not really knock on wood, because I will have to throw some out of the fucking window if they break that chandelier.
Oh, my God, it's beautiful.
But they're champagne flutes.
Okay.
So I thought we'll break out these babies tonight, and we will end it on this note, because I am so grateful that you're here.
Thank you for having me.
You made it on the podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
Timing could not have worked out better. And cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
And cheers to you.
Cheers
I'm so proud of you, and
you too.
Let's just keep it going.
Let's keep going.
Keep it trucking on,
Let's keep doing what we love to do.
Peace.
Have a good
night, everyone.
Thanks.